Hey guys, Bill Spadea here. I'm here at the State House with Diana Blass. We've got breaking news. Earlier on Thursday, a municipal judge in Fort Lee issued a criminal complaint summons against Governor Christie. Now, the issue has to do with official misconduct and the governor's failure, according to the complaint, to reopen or ask staff members to reopen the lane from Fort Lee to the George Washington Bridge. So we've got Team Chaser coverage for you today. Diana, as you can see, is here with me at the State House. We've got Alex Zidane breaking down the nuts and bolts, and Jim McQueenie, the host of New Jersey Now, to talk about the political impact for Governor Christie. I want to start with Alex Zidane. Alex?
The Bridgegate trial is still going on here in Newark, but it's not the only courtroom where Governor Christie is in a little bit of trouble today. It's another courtroom in Fort Lee, New Jersey, the scene of the lane closings, where the governor has actually had a criminal complaint filed against him. It's the first criminal legal charge that Christie has faced in the closure of the lanes to the George Washington Bridge in the Bridgegate scandal. It was brought by Bill Brennan, a retired Teaneck firefighter who says he's had enough with corruption and filed a summons against the governor. And Judge Roy McGreedy said there's enough probable cause that a case against the governor can go forward. And now remember, official misconduct is a state charge, not the federal charges that Baroni and Kelly are facing in the courtroom behind me, but they might be the right kind of thing to bring against the governor for Bridgegate. All you got to do is prove three things: that someone was a public official, that they did something unauthorized, and it was to harm or benefit someone else. This is a big wild card here for Christie. We'll see where it's going to lead. This trial is continuing with 2 more weeks left to go. The prosecution just rested, and we're going to hear from the defense. Guaranteed to be more landmines for Governor Chris Christie.
Thank you, Alex. Now I want to talk with Diana. Diana Blass spent the day at the State House talking to some of the political players involved, and one of the people in particular was one of the governor's top detractors, Assemblyman John Wisniewski. Diana, what happened?
Right. So as you mentioned, Wisniewski led an investigation into Bridgegate alongside Loretta Weinberg, state senator. So walking into his office, I was expecting him to jump for joy, but he was actually a little bit more cautious and said, you know, the trial's only halfway through right now, and this news doesn't exactly mean an impeachment. So listen to what he said here.
Look, we all know that the administration had some role in this. We don't really know exactly how far it goes into the governor, except that his immediate subordinates were involved. It's a complaint. It's going to get referred to the prosecutor, and we'll see where it goes.
I also got a statement from Brian Murray, who is the press secretary for Governor Christie. He made a point in saying this is a dishonorable complaint filed by a known serial complainant and political activist with a history of these sort of abusing the judicial system. But he also said that they have carried out an investigation into this and maintained Governor Christie's innocence.
I also checked in today with host of New Jersey Now, Jim McQueenie, to add some political color to this discussion.
So it sounds like to me, regardless of the details of that summons, that the headline on MSNBC is going to be criminal complaint filed against Governor Christie.
Bill, this is really going to hurt the governor, even though this is something that a judge felt is not an indictment. It's a move to have a hearing that says, this judge, feel there might be something to this that's worth a hearing on. The governor's going to be in a situation here where you just can't really defend yourself a bit. He's going to be possibly called as a witness in the federal trial. He's going to be called here for a hearing on this criminal complaint. This is not a good month for Chris Christie.
This is a judge that has sworn an oath to uphold the law, and the judge saw enough to take the next step. So gadfly or not, he may be a bad messenger, but I think maybe before we kill the messenger, it's important to hear out what the judge had to say.
You hit it right on the head. It's not the messengers you're here, it's what's in the substance of a complaint or what he comes back with and is asked.
Right.
A significant thing here is that this is a parallel track to the federal trial. And in the federal trial, the prosecutors have been hinting that they're going to get to the fact that the governor knew more earlier than he said he knew later.
All right, Jim. We'll keep talking about it.
Yep, very good.
Wasn't a good week for the governor, that's for sure.
Whether this complaint is thrown out because of some of the wild language in talking about evil-mindedness. I mean, when you see this, it does speak to a gadfly for sure. The question is, though, what are the headlines going to be across the next few days, and how's it going to impact Governor Christie? We'll keep chasing for sure.